My mic was not on. Hi everyone, welcome. We have a bit of a changed scenery here because what do you call this? I don't know what to call it. It's the very first episode of Dead Time Stories, and welcome. Yo, hola, fufu. Hola, and hola, Slinky. Konbanwa. Ah, new background. Yeah, it's free from what they call this, a Twitter post. I'll link it later. I think I'll share it on Twitter. Yay! Woo! Okay, so is everything all right? Sound check. Is everything okay? The audio all good? Is the audio all good? Just checking in before we get started with the very first episode of yeah, you got Skater Boy outfit. Thank you for you. Of course I am. Avril Lavigne is my queen. Okay, so what do you call this? So we're just going to be telling each other ghost stories. If you have any experiences as well of the paranormal, you can type it out in chat and I'll read it as well if you have any experiences. So that would be awesome. Okay, so how is everyone doing before we start? Are you all doing good? Are you all snuggled up and cozy? Is everyone doing great? How is everybody? Yeah. I'm still trying to fix things up. Maybe find some stories that we would read later. No. Dying. Why are you dying, Slinky? How are you? Something tried to enter you when I died. Wait, is it all? I think it's the I think they're updated stuff. Wait, let me just move the camera because the light is not lighting. This not light. Oh, now it hit my Okay. Excuse. Yeah, you're actually alive. Finally, the mic. Let's go. Yeah! I forgot to mention. I finally was able to, what do you call this? Purchase a new mic. And here we are. New mic, everybody. New mic. Let's say hello to the new mic. The new addition to the family. Pa-pa-pa-pam. Yay! Hola, Oro. Hola, Fufu. Spoopy stairs. Wait. I'm fixing stuff here. Spoopy story time, yes. Scary time, everybody. Gonna do the spoopies. Wait, let me just fix this one. Oh my god! A little bit of the technical difficulties right off the bat. Holy crap. Let's go. What changed? Nothing ever changed. It's still the same old. Alright. Am I alright? Am I positioned great? Yes, we are. Yay, new mic, let's go! Do I sound alright? Or is it too loud? Or does it sound perfectly fine? You can just tell me, okay? Okay, chat? Wait. Mosquito flashbacks. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm fixing my chair. Everyone's had their mosquito friends with them every once in a while. It's perfect. Aw, thank you. Alright then. So, since we've gathered quite a lot of souls today, let's start with our very first Dead Time episode. Hey, it's gonna be a new series called Dead Time Stories. And yeah, now that your voice is clear, I notice how your model fits your voice super well. Does it really? I doubted. At first I was like, I thought my model wouldn't suit me because I don't know, I just felt like it wouldn't. But I'm glad that you guys think that it suits me so well. Thank you. It really fits you. Ah, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi. Alright, Dead Time Stories episode 1. Let's go. Okay, wait. Y'all are too tiny down there. Let's move this. Let's move chat. Chat is too tiny right over there. Hey. I'm murdering chat one by one. I'm murdering y'all. This is murder. Murder! A murder is happening. Quick, call the cops. Wait, sorry. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. Also, I don't have to max my volume anymore to hear you better. Yes, thank God. I'm happy that y'all... Oh, this is what I wanted. I wanted y'all to, like, actually hear me better, and I'm glad it did. What the fuck? I'm glad it paid off. I'm glad it paid off, you know. In the end, it paid off, and it's really nice. Alright. So, I wonder what would our first story be. I've been browsing through a lot of stories, and I found some quite interesting ones that I haven't read yet, but only the titles. And I hope you guys would like them too. I don't know. Maybe you have a story that caught your eye while we're browsing. An experience. Okay, so we are here right now on our paranormal encounters. I'm sorry if my voice is a little too low today. I don't know. I think I'm getting down with the sickness. I think I'm getting sick, everyone. So I'm so sorry if my voice is much lower than usual. It's kind of raspy too because I think I have like a runny nose. I have the cold. Everyone, I have the cold. Okay, so this one is really interesting. Shadow Kid Spirits, an experience with my little sister. Alright, let's read this first. Let's read this. Okay, let's see if it loaded perfectly fine. Alright, I think it perfectly loaded. Or is it not perfectly loaded? Wait. Oh, it does not perfectly load, but it's okay. You got me to read it to you guys. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Alright. Shadow Kid Spirits, an experience with my little sister. Hey there! I have a bit of a story that I want to share if anyone has knowledge about it. I tried to search for any explanation or lore for it, but to no avail. So basically, me and my little sister had a long-awaited trip from our foreign country to the Philippines. We're Filipinos. Oh, kababayan pala natin to mga pre. Mga parts kababayan natin to. Let's go. We're Filipinos, but we live in a different country originally. It's been years since we went back to the Philippines. Exactly 4 years. We were very young when we left our home country. Medyo bata pa sila. They were young when they left the Philippines. Alright. They didn't have much childhood in the Philippines. If you can like tell me what your favorite childhood memory was, okay? For the Pepinos out there watching right now, you can tell me your favorite childhood memories, and I'll read it later, and we'll like share each other's experiences. All right? Okay. One day, we were at our residence compound, and our mom told us to get the street food order that she ordered from a nearby stall, just seconds away from our house. Being kids, we were obedient, even though we were scared, since there were scary stray dogs in the street. Common thing for Filipinos to be scared of, lol. Actually, yes. Oh my god. Puspins, bro. Puspins are the scariest shit there is. You know? Their first mistake is going to the Philippines. Why is that a mistake, Aura? Why is that a mistake? That's actually good. Visit the Philippines, y'all. Philippines is nice. Despite the hot weather, despite feeling like you're living in hell, it's actually not bad. Wait. Oh, wait. Chat is clipping. Wait, let me check. Let me just edit that real quick. That kind of annoys me. Let's add Fuyo at the top. Alright. Okay, continue. We're continuing. As we were walking, there was this big, dark alleyway, and two kids were calling and yelling excitedly my sister's name. Continuously. The big lamppost on that alleyway did not hit them, so they looked like dark shadow figures to us, but we could tell from afar they were kids younger than us. Obviously, we just said hi, quietly, because we were confused and didn't see them enough to know who they are. We were in a rush, so we just quickly did our task and forgot about what happened. Now, we realized that no one knows us at that area, nor that residence compound, except childhood friends who are now old, but they live far from that area. They wouldn't be able to see our face and recognize my sister too. It was too dark, and they were too far. Has anyone experienced the same? We just realized it now that we're older, and it's a bit creepy. We explained the situation to each other, me and my sister, vividly, so it's confirmed that we really experienced it together, and it happened. Not just a dream, or a movie we watched. Alright, so what are our opinions on this, chat? Okay, I'm like leaning, I'm like looking at the back because I'm fucking scared right now. Who thought that was a fucking good idea? Holy shit. I'm like leaning back. I'm like looking back to check if there's like people behind me. Living in hell both in weather and economy. Hey, I think it's alright. I think it's alright, you know. Yeah, I mean, inflation happens. It's a thing. Okay, what? Turning my lights on too. Yes, let's go. Scaredy cat gang. Alright, so what are y'all opinion on this? About the allegedly shadow kids. My lights are on at the moment. Good for you. The only light I have right now is the fucking flashlights like staring into my face. So I could see y'all's chat. Anyway. So there was this experience. I've read it back then that a certain place in the Philippines as well has this children, okay? It's a mountainous area. Oh my god, why does chat keep clipping, y'all? What the fuck? Wait a second, everyone. Let's just fix this. I wanna see y'all. Not like this. Oh, it clips when the ano is too... Anyway. Do you guys wanna just chill at the sides? I think that will make me... That'll make me like feel better, I think. It will not like take a toll on me. Let's just make y'all smaller a little bit here. Alright. I think that's good enough. Okay. So what are y'all's opinion on this? Me going hardcore mode with a mirror, open window, and pitch black room. Oh hell nah. Damn, that's so brave of you. I could never, bro. I could fucking never. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. I read this a really while back that somewhere in the Philippines there's a road. It's leading uphill. It's leading to a mountainous area in the Philippines, all right? And that this place, this area, this highway is really notorious for children waving at the passerbys, waving at the cars, asking if they would stop. And every single one of them always says the same thing that they would feel every time they see these children, okay? They would feel scared. They would feel like suddenly like the air would drop to like degrees. It would feel really cold, and then they would start getting cold sweats. That's like one of the most notable characteristics every time this like scary children appear. This entry is alright. Filipino shocked expression me. Me going hard. It's normal for me like this. Alright then. Alright. So that's like the first one we read today. Okay, so it's in the Philippines and it's about ghost children, shadow kids, basically. I think I would like to think that they are friends. You know, they're great. They're just like things. They're just creatures that we do not see, but they don't mean us harm, unless. Oh wait, what the fuck? What's that? Fuck you! Holy shit! Putang ina, sino yan? Ah! Oh my fucking god, I just died. Nah, the fucking timing, bro. Holy shit. Stick! What the fuck? Ah! Hello, Stick. Welcome. Please don't do that again. I was... Bitch, I died. Holy crap. Oh crap. What did I think that adding that shit there, bro? What the fuck? Oh my god, my heart. Oh. The desktop audio was not on. Let me turn it on so y'all hear what the fuck I hear, okay? Oh my god. How you doing, Zam? I feel like I just died a second time. I feel like I just died again, bro. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, so hello Stick. Welcome back again. Hi. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad y'all are here. All right. Where was I? What scared me more is the kids are Filipino. Why? Oh my god. Wait, my heart isn't slowing down. Holy shit. The timing. Okay, so before you entered, Stick, what actually was happening, I was looking around because there were like footsteps on my roof, and I was wondering what the fuck that was, but it was just the cats. And then all of a sudden that fucking scream happened, and I was like, holy shit, my heart, oh, dude got sent to the third dimension. Oh my god. I feel like I just went past the like fourth dimension right there, you know? I just passed by the fourth wall. Need to get a heart rate monitor for these streams, damn. Oh my god, how do I get that? How do I do that? I need that. We should need that. Teach me how to get that. We'll do that, alright? We'll do that next time. Welcome to the very first episode of Dead Time Stories, everyone. Holy crap, my heart. Is the cat okay? They're alright. They're just playing around. Holy shit. Alright. So, some notable comments. Oh, there's no comments. I thought there would be no comments since it says, or I'm just blind. Never mind. Oh god. My hands are cold. My hands are so fucking cold, yo. Cold. Oh, now I'm scared to read any of these. Oh, I'm too scared to read any of this. Oh my god, you clipped it. Why would you clip it? Oh, I keep hearing noises now. I'm scared. Wait, let me just lock up my doors. And turn on the fucking lights. Yay, the lights are on. Okay, it's okay, Pupu, it's okay. Alright, the lights are on, everyone. The lights are on, so I'm not scared anymore. That's good, that's great. I actually need the lights, because if not, I will not read any of this, bro. I might sleep with the lights on tonight. Holy crap. Wait, is it alright if I turn off the flashlight now? Does it still record my face? Oh yeah, it does. It's okay. All right, good. Okay. Is my eyes open? All right. Severman. I keep seeing shadow entities. I don't want this because I'm experiencing it right now, and I don't want it. We drank water from a water fountain in a cemetery. What the fuck? Okay, here we got one. Chat. We got one. I mean, in a good mood, I am the type of guy to taunt the ghost on a haunted place. Why would you? Why would you, Oro? Why would you? Okay. So this is the second story we're going to be reading. These are all what do you call this? These are all true stories. So yes. These are all true stories, and yeah, let's just get into it again. I drank water from a water fountain in a cemetery. So as the title says, I drank some water from there when I was like 6 or 7. I saw nightmares a week or so straight and often had hallucinations like my parents having no eyes or they were just burning. It wasn't a sleep paralysis or anything. Anyway, if you got any theories, I would love to hear them. Also, it's a real story what really happened to me. Also, I'm not sure if it fits on this subreddit, so I'm sorry if it doesn't. I mean, bro, come on. Why would you drink from a fountain in a cemetery? I mean, bro, why? Dude, just why? Wait, it's not reading my eyes. It looks like I'm closing my eyes the whole time. Okay. Why do you close your eyes? I'm not closing your eyes. I'm not closing my eyes. I'm fucking scared. Fix your shelf, bro. What the fuck? Ugh. Okay, do I have to open my eyes? Blink sensitivity. Let's do that. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's good. Even my fucking model scares me to bits now. Okay. I mean, alright, so... Oro gets possessed. Exactly. I don't know, I'm the type of person to goof around and have a good time. Anywhere abandoned or haunted is not a good time, Oro. Okay, so... Basically... Actually, you would expect anything to happen to you in that way, especially when you drank something from a water fountain in a cemetery. Okay? Obviously some fucking scary shit will happen to you, bro. What the fuck are you thinking? What the fuck are you thinking, bro? Holy crap. I mean, you're lucky you're dead. You're alive. I'm sorry. You're lucky you're alive, man. I mean, what if there are like other things being placed on that fountain water? Why would you do that? I mean, considering he's 6 or 7, I think it's normal for a child to do. If you know BuzzFeed Unsolved, I'm basically like Shane. I know, but I don't know the people there. There's no problem drinking. Here are some notable comments. There's no problem drinking water from a cemetery park. That young age comes with a lot of brain fluctuations and general anxiety growing up. Kids have hypnagogic hypno hallucinations and sleep paralysis often. You're just associating the water with that. Of course, it's also obvious that the water is not going through or around graves or anything like that. It's just hooked up to the city's clean water lines like any other fountain. Cemeteries are not a dark, negative place. They're a place to remember family and ancestors, and the spirit world appreciates us remembering them, or even just honoring them if you're not related to them, such as doing gravestone rubbings and looking at historical graves, etc. It's all appreciated as long as it's done with respect. This also makes sense. This comment makes sense. Okay, this comment makes sense because considering that the water really does not pass by or pass through, but we can also say that not everything is positive within the cemetery. There are also souls, spirits that are buried down there that probably does not want to be dead yet, that has like unresolved issues. It's like those who haunt the place because they have things that they are not done doing yet. There are things that they want to do but they weren't able to because their life was cut too short from them. So we have to consider the fact that, oh my god, let's just be fucking respectful when we are in this kind of solemn places to avoid anything happening like really bad to any of you. Just be respectful because not everything in the cemeteries are what do you call this? Not everything is what's the term? Not everything is, let's just say, nice, okay? There are bad things in there too. So let's always be respectful, let's always be kind, you know? Just if you're there, oh my god, did y'all have seen the trend? Especially when it's like the time where it's the what do you call this? Every time but stop in Filipinos where we like go to All Souls Day. Okay, All Souls Day. So there's this trend going on TikTok right now where they would go to cemeteries and feed off the offerings of the people to their relatives, to the people that have passed before them, and it just icks me so bad. Like, oh my god, when will karma strike you, bro? You really deserve that. You really deserve to be like punished or something. Wait, I'm sorry if I'm moving weirdly. I'm fixing my laptop right now. I'm trying to put him somewhere, but I can't find the there we go. Excuse me everybody, just a little bit of a technical difficulty right here. Don't mind me floating away from you guys. Alright, there we go. I was finding the latch. Anyway, very good. I was just looking for the latch, everyone. I'm not ascending. You might think I'm ascending back into the second world, but I'm not. I'm still here. I have unresolved issues too. That's why I'm here. It is douchey because they would then start rating the food. Okay, for example, they're like, this is just like a 5 out of 10 because the food is not enough. They just placed biscuits here, so it's a 3 out of 10. And then if they see like fast foods in the tombstones, they would get so happy and excited, and they would like they would get it and then eat it for themselves. I don't know, it's just like, man, bro, you just every car. I don't know, man. I might get canceled, so I'm not gonna say. I can say really mean things when I'm angry. I'm so sorry. So let's stop there. Exactly, it's for the dead. It's for honoring people. It's like a gift, and then they'll just like eat it for their gift. Okay, next. Oh, this is a good one. Anyone who has elevators in their schools, this is for you, to give you the creeps if you have classes tomorrow. I think a ghost joined me on the elevator. I think a ghost got into my elevator. Oh, it's not at school, it's a fucking hospital. No fucking wonder why, bro. I mean, don't question it. The elevator in our campus. Oh no, foo-foo. There's gonna be something in there. Oh my god, imagine just like entering and then there's already this person there. And then she's just wearing white, you know, with her hair covering her face, and then you start panicking. But then it's just a really tired person. It's just a really tired person. Okay, let's continue. I think a ghost got into my elevator at the hospital yesterday morning. Sadly, I think it could have been a child. I got into the lift to go down and get a well-earned coffee, and I pressed 2 for the floor. I was the only one in the lift and no one else got on with me. Important, no other buttons were pressed, and I didn't do my usual thing and hit the wrong floor first. The doors started to close, and then they opened again, like someone had pushed the button to stop the lift from going. I thought someone was going to come in, but they didn't. I was busy looking at the posters when the door closed, and I noticed that the 6th floor had been pushed. Floor 6 is the entertainment zone for the kids in hospital. They have the Starlight Lounge, a little play area, and a reading nook for them. The elevator stopped, and the doors opened. Duh. After a second, I felt a gentle cold breeze brush on me. I thought it could have been a rush of AC as the doors were moving, but the doors had finished opening and were still when I felt the breeze. This happens. Okay, I'm still looking back. You know, I'm like looking back just to check. Alright. Okay. So this happened quite a lot. This happens a lot of times, especially in hospitals, of course. Like, I can taunt the demons in a demonic infested place, but I can't last in an elevator because I am claustrophobic. Everyone has their pros and cons. Okay. Cool. The ghosts just want to ride the elevator. I think these are souls, okay? I'm no professional, but as far as I've read as much scary stories, podcasts, and other stuff, and movies as well, these are the souls that, especially in a hospital, okay? These are souls that have not realized they've already passed on. There are souls that believe that they are still alive, and that they would just continue to do their own thing, you know? They just think that no one is like talking to them because they're too busy. These are souls that may have what do you call this? But basically it's like that, okay? Their souls are trapped Not entirely. Not entirely. There are some souls that are trapped. I don't know if that happens in real life, but mostly these apparitions would begin to disappear. A soul has around 7 days. 7 days to stay where they passed, where they last had their consciousness. And if they would realize by that time that I'm gone. I've been gone for a long time and I think it's time to pass on. So, but not all the time that is the case. Not all the time that's the case, okay? So, once the soul, that's why we have this 5 days where we lamay, okay? It's scary. It's because these souls are just peaceful. Not all of them are peaceful. That's okay. I get your point, but not all of them are peaceful, okay? Not all of them are peaceful, man. But okay. Like, what would they do to me? I'll just let them be and have fun. First off, if you've encountered a entity that has a really great connection within our world, boy, you could get seriously hurt. Okay? You could get seriously hurt. So that I'd still tell you all to be careful every time you trek into these kinds of things. Okay? Because not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes all those videos we see on the internet are fake and stuff like that, alright? So let's just be careful. Oro, be careful. Be fucking careful, y'all. Let's stay away if they're threatening. Bitch! Excuse me? You do not know if if an entity is threatening at the first glance, y'all. So just be careful, don't taunt them, okay? Okay, here's one notable comment. Sounds like your paranormal experience had its ups and downs. Okay. These are just... Okay, so back at it again. These are the spirits that has not realized that they're gone. These are the spirits, these are the souls that has not yet accepted, has not yet made peace with the idea that they're gone. As I said earlier, some souls stay because they have unfinished business. They need to do something but they can't anymore, and then their regret, their anger, their emotions are what makes them have a connection within this world. That's why grudges are strong. If you have a grudge, I'm not saying that you should practice it, because I'm a really grudgeful. I don't know. I hold grudges, okay? I hold grudges, okay? If you fuck with me, bitch, I'll keep that shit forever, you know? I'll keep that shit forever. Okay, so just be at peace. Because if you're not, these things will continue to haunt you even in the afterlife, alright? Dwarves hold grudges. Why? Why is there a dwarf? We're talking about dwarves now. I don't want to see pictures. No, I don't want to see pictures. Oh my god. Face staring at me right outside my door. I don't want to read that too. That's fucking scary. This is also scary. I don't want to read this anymore. These are so scary. I don't want to read it anymore. I'm scared, y'all. What the fuck? Okay. Do a little bit of a good check. Do a little bit of let's look side to side. I'm clear. We're clear. Look at the back. Yeah, we're good. The lights are on. Everything is on. I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight. There's no night light. Just plain old lights on, bro. I don't give a fuck if anyone sees me from the outside. Hey. When I was 8 years old... Oh, wait. face staring at me right outside my door. When I was 8 years old, we lived in an apartment complex, and I was sleeping next to my little brother. One morning, I woke up and looked straight ahead of me. I can see the window and our TV. I felt very uneasy and noticed the door was opened a bit. The hallway was pitch black, but as I looked down, I saw a very pale face with no expression at all. It looked like it was... Oh, what the fuck? Okay, where was I? It looked like it was close to the ground, so I assumed it was laying down, but looking up at me. I called out for my dad a few times, but the face didn't move. I didn't know what to do, so I just went back to sleep. I woke up again, and it was gone. Bro, how could you just go back to sleep after witnessing that? I would be staring right at it in the face and hoping it would just take me, you know? I would just like stare at it like... So are you like gonna ask for my number, bro? I would just stare at it in the face and like... So like... It's rude to stare, shoddy. Or like get up and start running, which is obviously what I would do, and try and step on it at the same time to see if something happens. That is so me. Fuck you. How could you just do that? Nah, that tripping. They could sleep. I don't think... I mean, if it was a kid. Bro, you ghosting me right now? Me to the ghost that's not responding to my text. And then you have him saved as... Shoddy that likes to look at me. You know, and then you just got out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop it. Like, oh my god. Stop it. You're making me blush. Oh my god. Can you oh my god. Can you just like tell me if you like me? I know you like me. Oh my god. Of course. Like, I play video games, so there's no reason for you not to like me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so here we go with this word again. Here are some comments. I believe what you may have experienced is a hypnopompic hallucination. Well, I want to Google that, but maybe I would expose my history browser, so no, we're doing that next time. I woke up one time and a man was staring at me with his mouth dropped to the end of my bed, by my feet hovering over me. I just imagine that now. I'm so fucking scared, bro. What the fuck? I'm opening my doors later, okay, so the cats can come in. I would have kept calling, but also, I'm the kind of person that would confront the face at this point. This is me. Could you scare me around 6:30? I need to be awake to feed the dogs. I think he would do that, Stick. I think he would do that. Treat us like an alarm clock, bro. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so here's what it says. This would have been me. I would have kept calling, but also I'm the kind of person that would confront the face at this point. You like, what you see, fella? Well, you shouldn't. I'm a fucking child. This fucking comment. I didn't get that though till my 30s. I didn't get that tough till my 30s. I don't want to expose myself, but I'm already this old and I'm not tough at all. I'm not tough. I'm not Asus. I'm not an Asus laptop, bro. I ate my sleep paralysis demon. What the fuck is in this comment? Okay. I ate my sleep paralysis demon. I used to get sleep paralysis when I started sleeping in my new apartment. I would wake up, unable to move, only to hear someone running toward my bed and scream at me as if it were being murdered by Norman Bates in the shower. After some time, I started to get used to it and would realize in the middle of the sleep paralysis that it was a dream. That is where I started to regain control over my body a bit. One night, I had the sleep paralysis dream again, and I would once again realize it was a dream. Because of the pure terror creeping in before the running footsteps would come, regaining some control over my body again. I crawled out of my bed, my body was heavy, and I was barely able to move. A little bit of a check there. I then lifted my head up from the ground with that strength I had left and saw this black, skinny, faceless humanoid demon slowly heading toward my bedroom. I got so angry when I saw it that I crawled as fast as I crawled. Bro, at this point, if I was the fucking demon, bro, if I was the fucking sleep paralysis demon, I'd be running for the hills. Like, what the fuck, bro? Chill, I'm playing, I'm tripping. I'll be like, holy shit, bro, calm down, alright, fuck you, no, oh hell no. I got so angry when I saw it that I crawled as fast as I could, like I was the little girl from The Exorcist crawling down the stairs toward the demon. When I got to it, jumped at it, tore its faceless face off with my teeth, and started eating it as if I had been starving for days. And then the last part's like, after that, I never had another sleep paralysis dream again. If you have experienced a sleep paralysis like I have, what did you do to it? Imagine there's like, okay, wait, here are the comments. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. You defeated your demons. They crawled. Tasty sleep paralysis demon. I'm kind of tasting a little bit of tangy right there, but I expected you to taste like some blueberry muffin. You kind of taste like beef jerky. Oh, you taste like dinuguan now. Holy shit, bro, you kind of bussin'. Midnight snacks, I guess. They crawled. I am scared. I am scared too, Fufu. If I saw that, a fucking literal human being, I would stomp on it, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop it. Bro is more of demon than paralysis demon. At this point, the paralysis demon should just resign. Why is this something I will do? Oh, hell nah. Dude fought his demons. I would probably do the same, but with hyena noises. What do hyenas sound like? I forgot. Like, for real, you luck here with me, buddy. Oh, hell nah, man. Oh, hell nah. Why is this so funny? This is an awesome experience, both funny and interesting. What do you think would have happened if you hugged and cared for that slim, annoying guy? How do you know you're down bad in the manga rabbit hole, in the doujin rabbit hole? Is that you would try to hug and fuck with the fucking sleep paralysis demon, bro. Bro, are you that fucking lonely? Bro, like, shut up. Are you that fucking lonely, bro? Chill. Alright, chill those little balls, man. Why would you? Why? I once had a dream that I was in a small cottage. Here's the comment. In a small cottage, there was a black void of a human shape. No details could be seen on it, but I knew it was pure evil. Also, there was a very large wolf that it was controlling that was walking slowly up to me, growling. It bit right into my crotch while growling. I could feel the hot blood running down my legs. At this moment, instead of fighting it, I crouched down and gave it a big, loving hug. Its demeanor immediately changed to being friendly and loving. The black entity got visibly angry and disappeared. Basically, showing love to this wolf stopped the wolf from killing me, and it got rid of the evil entity. What the fuck? I mean, it's a dream. I was about to say, man, what you went through was like a fucking fever dream. But I remembered it is a dream. Chat, what is real? What is not? What is reality? What is fantasy? What is happening? What is happening in the world? I cannot tell anymore. Holy crap, I do not know. I do not know. Damn, Mr. Demon got the cake. Well, no, Mr. Demon was the cake, bro. What you mean it got the cake? It was the fucking cake. Bro, I would give that demon some food. He looks like he hasn't eaten for days. Bitch, you'd be the food. Bitch, you'd be the food. This comment section is basically all. What the actual fuck? Okay, here's one of the fucking comments. The comment was, for me, masturbating worked. The demon was embarrassed by my depraved actions. It just crept out of the room while avoiding eye contact. I, however, come all over the bed while screaming at the demon to spit in my mouth. What the actual fuck is this? Oh, sir! This is the Wendy's? Reminds me of a scary movie too, the exorcist scene with the fuck me part. Sir, this is the church. Sir, this is the church. You can't be doing all those stuff right here. Take your masturbaties outside. Nah, ain't the Varus's demon was probably like, what the fuck? Nah. I don't want anything to do with this shit, man. Nah. I'm bailing. I'm balling. I'm out. Okay. This was a fucking fun. This was a funny post. All right, next. This is more traumatizing than the stories you are reading right now. I would be running if I was the demon. I would be too, bro. I would be too. Woke up this morning and saw someone else in the mirror. Potential. I can't read that. No, don't show me pictures. Tall shadow figure. First encounter with a known ghost. I'm scared. Dreams of ghosts, ghouls, and demonic things. Was it a ghost? Scratching. Okay, we have one here from 4 days ago. All right. Was it a ghost? What the fuck was that? It was just people are just trying to use the restroom. Hi, Slinky. Hello. Okay, was it a ghost? So basically what happened was that... Wait, let me fix myself. Okay. Was that I was coming home from my coaching classes, which ends at 8 p.m. And while on my way to home, everything was okay. But when I reached the road near my neighborhood, which was dark, a dark, small way, I heard some weird sound from one of a house, a little far from my house. The house was completely dark and weird. I looked towards the home to see where's the weird noise coming from. I saw a skinny, dark boy, 10 or 11 years old, I guess. It was dark there, making those whispering voice along with some creepy movements, and as I looked at him, he started running towards me with a very weird way, like his hands were bended, and he started laughing with very, very weirdly. I was so shocked, and even though the boy didn't come out of the house as the gate was closed, but I was so fucking scared I started running. I would have started running if I just saw it, man. I'd be like, hell nah. Bitch, I'll be like, oh, I'm a yeet. I don't need this shit right now, man. I'm gonna run. Goodbye. Bye. You ain't seeing me pass by that area again, y'all. Oh, hell nah. So, I would be running. So, seriously, if a paralysis demon shows up, I would give him a hug. I'll talk to him, give him some food, drink, and some beer with him, and just watch Netflix. Dude's trying to raise up the demon, bro. What the fuck? I would make my paralysis demon sleep beside me. Slinky? Excuse me? Why? Why the fuck? Y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all are fucking crazy for real. Oh wait, reminds me of this one experience I had, okay? So this is a true to life experience. It happened fairly recent, around a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So what happened was, I was really tired. I think it was after a stream as well. I was really tired. I was really sleepy, and I just wanted to sleep. I wanted to get on bed, just sleep, and all that stuff. So I was laying down in bed, and I keep like slipping in and out of my consciousness. Okay. I was sleeping, and then all of a sudden I would wake up. It was not a it's not what you would call a sleep paralysis, or I don't know, maybe you could categorize it as like that. But it felt like a double dream. So the first time that happened was I was sleeping, and then I woke up. So I was using my phone. What I remember, I was using my phone, I was checking my phone, and then I went back to sleep again. This time, I woke up. I can barely remember what really happened, but I woke up, and then I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. There was something really heavy on top of me. I can't remember what was on top of me. I can't remember what it looked like. I can't remember what the object was. But there was something on top of me. It was so hard to breathe. I couldn't breathe. It was so hard to move as well. I was struggling to move. I was struggling to push whatever was on top of me, okay? It was a really, really terrifying experience. So like I woke up. I tried so hard to wake up. I tried so hard to move my arms, I tried so fucking hard. It didn't budge. And then the next thing I know, I just woke up again. When I woke up, it was that same fucking feeling, but except I can breathe now. There's nothing heavy on my chest, nothing going on at all. I was just laying down, and my body won't move. So I was just stuck there, staring at the side of my bed. There was nothing there. I didn't see anything, but I was just stuck. Okay, I was just stuck in place. I tried so hard to move. I tried so hard to yell. I think I was even crying in that dream. I was like wondering what the fuck is going on. And then the next thing I know, I woke up again. But then after that, I can't remember what happened anymore. I don't know. It's just a really weird experience, I think. Maybe it's just a little bit of a paranormal experience right here and there. Nothing to be scared of. Just some normal sleep paralysis happening or whatever it is. But all right, everyone listen. If ever you happen to have like another sleep paralysis happen to you, it's really important to note that sometimes they say that sleep paralysis is what happens when your body is trying to fight back a stroke. Okay, so if that happens to you way often, or it happens to you a lot, scientifically speaking, you should check on your habits. Okay, check on your habits, y'all. Check on your habits. If you're not eating healthy, if you're not eating well, you would experience this things quite a lot. Okay, so at the end of the day, take care of your health, y'all. So here are you, and dude performed the dance number. The last time I had a sleep paralysis was a group of entities be screaming and scratching my whole body. Bro, are you alright? Maybe you be drinking too much coke, eating too much fat. Okay, take care of yourself, man. That's the scientific explanation for sleep paralysis. Okay, so y'all better be careful. Honestly, I had never experienced having a demon when I get sleep paralysis. I'm so used to it already. I'm telling you, demon, try me, motherfucker. Yeah, it's also when your REM gets interrupted, I think. What's a REM? I experience sleep paralysis a lot when I keep sleeping late at night. Late at night? Around what time? Because maybe you need a seance. Maybe you need to call a seance, okay? If it's that late at night. Okay, so here are some... There wasn't any comments, but... Those are the ghosts, okay? Very slow movements. Look at him, he started running towards me in a very weird way, like he entered bed and he started laughing. He didn't dance, though. Oh, he's just having creepy movements. Okay, okay. That was funny. I would be running for the hills too. Scratching noises. Oh, I found another. I found a good one after this one. Okay. 3 a.m. Boy, bitch, you better like you better get your house checked. You better get it checked, man. You better get it checked. Holy crap. That's scary. That's scary. That's fucking scary. No, please. I'm alone. Oh, so you're alone. Oh, alright. So stick around. Stick around. We still have a lot of stuff to discuss. Rapid eye movement. Ah, I see. How does that happen? How does it get interrupted? Fuyu. I just locked the door, lol. The front door in the living room was still unlocked. Boy, lock your doors? What the fuck are you doing? Lock your doors, man. Lock your fucking doors. You don't want any fucking entity to like just waltz in and then be like, oh, look at me, I'm a happy little entity, just want to try and scare this person, or maybe like inhabit his body for the rest of his life and maybe take his soul with me down to hell. You don't want that. You don't want that happening, do you? Y'all fucking close your doors. Lock your doors, alright? Puppies are guarding. Okay, so here's the thing. Monsters, ghosts, entities, anything. They're not scared of dogs. Dogs are scared of them. But the best pet you could have to protect you from these kinds of things are cats. I don't know why, but most entities are scared of cats. For some reason. I need to do more research on that, but that's what I've been hearing a lot. Okay. I'm scared. Good luck, Slinky. We're gonna scare you to death. Oh no. What's that? You're hearing noises? Why are the dogs barking? Why are the birds cawing? Why are they chirping so loud? What is that? Oh, there's some scratching. There's someone knocking. You hear footsteps. You hear footsteps and it gets closer and closer and closer. You start hearing a breath just beside your ears. And then you started smelling this breath, so faint. But then it's just your friend eating sisig beside you, you know. Sometimes it do be like that, you know. Sometimes it do be like that. Okay, scratching noises. Before I start, I am a very skeptical guy, and I don't even know if this is a paranormal or not. I just don't have an explanation for it. In my house, I'm the only person who was the least paranormal encounters. Maybe this one, if I consider it paranormal. So this happened like 3 years ago and was around 2 a.m. in my bedroom. I was just drawing on my laptop and I'm sitting right next to the door. We have one dog and she always sleeps in my room. Suddenly, there's this scratching noise on the other side of the door. It's not fast nor loud. If I try to imagine, it sounds like it's a long, continuous scratch with one finger. It randomly stops, and a few seconds later, it continues again. I look at my dog. She's just sleeping. I try to determine the height of the scratching noise, but it better be not some aswangs right here. Okay, let's continue. I try to determine the height of this scratching noise by listening closely. It seemed like the sound is around the height of the doorknob. I tried getting my phone to video record. My idea was to open the door quickly to record it, what it was. But of course, I was too scared to do it. The next day, I checked it and there are no scratch marks. The scratching happened maybe around a minute. It just stopped and it didn't happen ever again. But we live in a different house now. The only thing I can think of is maybe it was some animal, maybe a mouse, because we had a mouse problem. But from what I observed, the sound's height seems to be not low enough for a mouse. So another thing I thought of is a person. But none in my family is a sleepwalker. No one is also a prankster. I am the only male child in the house, and I'm sure it's not a break-in too, since there are no signs of it. Nothing was stolen, our dog wasn't barking. This is just a short experience. I don't have proof for it, but to be honest, I don't really care if you don't believe the story, lol, since I mostly don't believe paranormal stuff in the internet. Okay, so our OP experienced scratching noises, and they had a mouse problem. So it could mean two things. It was the mouse, or it was not the mouse. Death stares at the ghost. I need to pass this at 7:30 tomorrow. What do we need to pass at 7:30 tomorrow? Dogs barking, birds chirping sounds like a normal morning to me. Cats can get killed if it's a higher level of evil. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if you just want like a little bit of a protection when you think you're experiencing something paranormal, you know, it's alright to have a cat around. Cats are great to have around as company. Okay? Okay, so what do you think about this? It could mean two things. There is an entity, or there is a mouse. Mouse would like scratch, but he says it's long scratch. It's a long scratch, but only one finger. It would sound like... I don't know if you've heard that. Wait, let's check. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't. I don't know how to like make an audio about it. But it's just a long... Audrey is just infested. My cat recently died. Now I'm fucked. You are fucked. You are fucked, bro. You're doomed. Okay, so there are no comments, so we can have some more insights from other people. But yes, it could have been the mouse. But sometimes mouse scratches differently. They scratch a lot. They don't scratch in tiny, long, and what's the term? Long, delayed kind of thing. So I don't know. We don't have enough information. What's the house's backstory? What happened to it? Its history. So we have nothing more to say. So let's move on to the next story. The phone call from beyond. I knew my mother was dying. Her health was failing. I increased my phone calls to her, and we'd laugh and talk almost every day. I'd tell her jokes. I'd play music for her. About a week after she died, I was lying in bed and I heard the phone ring. It felt like I woke up and answered it. I heard her voice and my heart swelled and tears began to form. She said, "Where am I?" I could hear in the background of the phone call what sounded like a train station. But I thought carefully about how to answer her as truly, "I didn't know." I said, "Mama, I don't know." There might have been other words. I don't recollect right now, but the phone died. I believe that it was her attempt to orient to her present place. A place much like here. A place that was real to her. So real she was able to find a phone booth and call me. However, she was disoriented because she had died, and maybe she didn't recall the dying part. Just suddenly she was in this train station. Maybe I failed. Maybe I was supposed to say to her that she was in a middle place. A place of transit. After death, that she could decide where to go. So, I've read as well that this happened a lot. So what happened was, in another story I have read, that they would message this number, a number pertaining to a dead friend, a dead relative. They would message it. Long, hard, really, really long. They would message them almost every day. And then one day, these numbers would just suddenly reply. They would just reply, like... And the worst part is they would reply as to how the person who owned the number back then would reply. Sorry, I was checking around. And then the neighbors are so loud. So, I don't know. Maybe it's an occurrence that this would happen a lot because a lot of people actually experience this. So, we are unsure. Okay. One thing is for sure. If this happens, as I said, it's a soul that has not yet realized they're gone. It's entities that has not yet realized they've passed on. And I think we should just act normally if this happens. If you get a phone call and it's from a relative, you just tell it, "Hi mom, how are you? Mom, I hate to say this, I hate to break it to you. I'm sorry, but you're dead." I don't know, just say it as nicely as you could, as possibly you could. Because sometimes it's easier for them to realize, okay? Wow, I'm hearing noises, bro. I'm scared, okay? I'm scared. Stop it. It's actually what scared me so much. Okay, next. Anyone here have an angel encounter? The day my mother died, the dream. Recently adopted a stuffy. No, don't show me videos. The falling cross, what happened today was it? No! Countries curse people. Bent keys, fallen angel. Oh! Alright, okay, we have two. Last two before we move to stay awake, okay? Last two stories before we move to the next subreddit. Countries curse people. An encounter. I saw a really weird tree today, totally out of place, and I lived here like always. It was big, and it scared me a lot. Well, I think there was something very wrong with it, and I don't know why. I felt strong urge to go home right after I saw it, but I didn't. My friends convinced me not to. And after the moment, weird things happened throughout the day, and so I believed it cursed me or something. Or it was some weird spirit upset I acknowledged its presence. I don't know. Very weird. But something is very wrong. Anyone experienced something similar? I don't want to make this post too long. I don't know if it's the right place to post, but I don't know other subreddit about stuff like that. What even is that? Feedback appreciated. It's like there's an announcer in train station a night in JP, and there was a noise picked from a speaking child, and it's still a mystery why it was picked up because there was no child in the booth. Okay, shut the fuck up, bitch. Okay? I don't wanna know. I hate children. I hate children. Kawaii, oh, kawaii. Imagine it, kawaii. Kawaii! I'm scared, bro. What the fuck? Okay, so countries curse people. No. Trees can't curse people, but the entities or the spirits residing within those trees can. I don't know why it would curse you though, since you just looked at it and thought it was big and scary and weird. But yeah, there are entities living everywhere. So that's what I keep saying, y'all be careful. There's like a short documentary investigation about it, and the footage is more scary since I hate audio. I don't want to see it, bro. Okay, stop. You're just gonna make me curious and like search it up next time. So, trees can't curse people, but as I said, the entities within it can curse people. Especially when these trees are old, they look really old. They look dead, devoid of life. It's a possibility that an entity has been staying in it, living in it. You see, entities are drawn to those things that are, what do you say, almost running out of light. They're running out of hope. Especially like if you notice in places that are damp, that looks sad, that looks like it's been through something so rough. You would feel heavy. You would feel tired, you would feel uncomfortable. It's because of that exactly. It's because evil entities gather around places that they could evil or bad entities can gather around places that could make them feel like where they belong, I guess. That's just how it is. Some of them manifests faster within these kinds of places. And as I said, everyone be careful. Trekking the world we have and the world beyond is not a joke. Okay? So everyone just be really careful. Okay, tarot reading. Who loves tarots? I love tarots. This is the last story before we move on to the subreddit Stay Awake, alright? So, the tarot reading. I was going through some tough times and was indecisive about my next steps in life. I did not frequent tarot readers as I am not entirely convinced that they are all gifted. I asked around and one person was recommended to me. I called her and made an appointment. However, as we spoke on the phone, I immediately began to feel sick. I pushed it off thinking I must have had an anxiety attack or something, since I felt perfectly fine before I picked up the phone. I took a nap and woke late. I called her and said sorry I overslept but I am coming. She said that it's fine. Again, the waves of sickness and weakness overcame me. I shrugged it off thinking, okay, I am catching the flu. I go and the entire time I am fighting waves of dizziness. I get to her store front and go in, thinking something was wrong. I sat down while her clerk went and got me some honey to eat. I did feel a bit better. I went inside to see her and I told her. I said something was trying to prevent me from coming to talk to you. She said she felt it too. We proceeded with the reading. I don't know what it was, but things got better. So what did she say? Okay, here are some comments. I need more insight. What happened? So what did she say that something didn't want you to hear? Funny, I can't recall now what she said. The visit was so wrought with discomfort. We did sit a bit and tried to figure out why whatever it was didn't want me there. Okay. So there are different kinds of tarot reading. I mean, there are 3 kinds. First are the tarot readers that do not know what they're doing. They just spout nonsense. They just say whatever. They just tell you whatever they want to say. They just say whatever they see on their cards and make you believe that's it. That's what you need. That's what you get. Just for some quick cash. The second ones are the people that ask for money. That ask for money when they do a reading. But we should know that these things, asking for money for a reading, is not allowed at all. They say when you ask for money, when you have this kind of talent and you read other people's future and other stuff like that, it would come back to you as a curse. And the last one would be those who do not ask but would tell you to pay them whatever you think is fit. You see, not all tarot card readers know what they're doing. Sometimes, the person or someone that you want to check on, someone you want to have a reading on, sometimes they would suck out the living lights out of them. You would suck out their energy. I read somewhere that this is what happened to her because she found out she thought that her husband, she found out that her husband was cheating. So she went to a tarot card reader, and then the tarot reader gave her all of these advices and then confirmed that he was cheating. And then after that, the man just felt weak. He had a disease, but the doctors don't know what it was. The next thing that happened is she kept going to this lady. She kept asking for a reading. She kept asking for a reading for like a whole straight month. During those whole straight months, her husband has been writhing in pain. He's been experiencing so much pain that one day he just needed a wheelchair to get anywhere. He stopped working. He's just sick. He can't do anything for himself. Of course, she wondered why. What's happening? Turns out, when you try and tarot read someone's future, you get a part of their life. You suck a part of their life. You suck their life force. Especially if the tarot reader doesn't know what it's doing. Okay? So be careful when you try and go to tarot. Careful when you try and go to these kinds of people. Okay? Alright, so that's the end for our first subreddit paranormal encounters. We will be back here again next time. So this time we're going to stay awake. Stay awake subreddit. Okay. So these are like creepypastas and short stories. So let's just get in on it. I think maybe we could just like read one story here because usually they are really long. So, okay. This one really caught my attention. Too many teeth. Okay, this is fairly long. Oh my god. But we'll finish it with a bit of a voice acting going on. So since this is fairly long, I just want you all to sit back, relax, just listen. You don't need to interact. Just listen, just agree, and then maybe we can talk about it after I finish reading the excerpt, okay? Too many teeth. Daddy, I lost a tooth. He lisped a bit as he said it, and as I held my hand out, I saw that his hand had a tooth in it. It was one of the front ones, and I congratulated him on losing it so cleanly. I wondered if he had pulled it out himself, but I put that out of my mind. Brandon didn't even pull his own splinters out, and I really couldn't see him yanking out his own teeth. He was 6. 6 and 1 month, as he liked to say, and this was the first tooth he had lost. He was late in that respect. Many of his friends had already started losing baby teeth, but he was giddy as he brought this one to me. "Know the tooth fairy? Well, come and take it away," he said, skipping off to continue playing. Ah, yes. I had forgotten that part. Brandon had become obsessed with the tooth fairy after his friend Nina had lost her tooth. He thought of her as the blue fairy from Pinocchio, and he was very excited that she would come through his window and leave money for his teeth. He had asked what she did with all those teeth, where she got all the money, and 1,000 other things. I was a pretty creative person, and I had come up with all kinds of stories about what she did with them, where she got the money, how she came in without making a sound, and on and on and on. I was kind of glad that he had finally lost a tooth because I was starting to run out of material and thought if he experienced it, he might lose interest in it. We put it under his pillow that night, and I assured him that it would be gone in the morning, and there would be money there when he got up. Then, of course, I fell asleep, waiting for my wife to get home, and woke up to find her sleeping beside me and the sun beginning to peek over the horizon. I went quickly but quietly and thanked my lucky stars that Brandon was a sound sleeper. He hadn't woken up yet. And I took the $1 I was going to put under there out of my pocket and prepared to make the swap. To my surprise, however, the tooth was already gone. No one had left money, but the tooth had disappeared. I looked around, thinking it had slipped out, but it was just gone. I left the $1 anyway, not wanting him to be disappointed, and went back to my room to get a little more shut-eye before the alarm went off. We never made it to the alarm because Brandon came in waving the $1 and saying the tooth fairy had come. "Look what the tooth fairy left me," he said. He said it was all for me. I told I told him that was awesome, but internally I raised an eyebrow. He? The tooth fairy had always been a woman. Any other time he talked about her. Maybe, I thought, Brandon had just a dream or something last night. He put the money in his piggy bank, and I figured we could maybe put this behind us. 2 days later, as I put him to bed, I put my hand beneath his pillow and felt something strange. I took my hand out and found another tooth. What's this? I asked him. Oh, I lost another tooth, Brandon said. No excitement, no hope that the tooth fairy would come. Just a matter-of-fact tone. I guess that was what I wanted. His obsession with the tooth fairy had ended when he had finally lost a tooth. He'd gone from being absolutely excited to absolutely unfazed, and that stopped me for a moment. Why didn't you tell me you had another loose tooth, buddy? I don't know. This kind of happened. I put the tooth back under his pillow, telling him to make sure to say something next time, and then I kissed him goodnight and put him to bed. When I went to put money under his pillow a little later, though, the tooth wasn't there. Instead, there was a coin. I took a look at it, thinking it was a $50, but realizing I was wrong almost at once. At first, I thought it was one of those weird chocolate coins you sometimes get for Christmas. Turning it, I realized it was extremely grubby. It was heavy, like it was made out of brass or copper, and the surface looked dirty, like it had been at the bottom of a well for quite some time. I started to take it with me, something in me wanting to keep it away from my son. But I put it back instead. It wasn't mine. After all, and by the looks of it, it was probably something that he treasured. It had been back under his pillow for less than a few seconds before his hand went searching for it. His fingers took hold of it almost greedily as he touched it, and I decided to take the dollar back with me. Brandon changed after that night, but it's only in retrospect that I see it. He became very secretive, not my little buddy like he used to be. Brandon didn't want to play video games in the living room with me anymore. He didn't want to read stories at bedtime anymore. He spent a lot of time in his room, and he just seemed to be closing off. His mother laughed at me when I told her I was feeling a little hurt by it. He's just being a kid, she said. Kids go through phases sometimes. Don't take it so personally. In a couple of months, he'll probably be back to his usual self again. I hoped he would, but it was hard to ignore the physical changes that were going on as well. Not only Brandon was quieter, but it seemed like he had grown. He hadn't gained a foot in a single week, but sometimes it seemed like his fingers were abnormally long. His arms were strangely jointed, and his face was oddly stretched. He would look at me sometimes, look at me like he was thinking about doing something that he knew would make me angry. I didn't like it, but he never did it right out in the open. Like I said, Brandon never came to sit with me or play video games, but I would sometimes catch him peeking at me from the hallway or from under the table in the kitchen. It was creepy, but I figured it was just little kid behavior. A month after Brandon lost his first tooth, I found another one in his backpack. Not just one. I found 5 hidden in the front pocket of his backpack after he left it on the kitchen table when he went to the bathroom. He had become pretty protective of his backpack, putting it in his room or keeping it close to him at all times, and I started getting suspicious of what might be in there. Sorry about that. I didn't think it was drugs or anything. He was 6. But I thought it might be something weird or dangerous. What if he had a snake or something in there? So when he suddenly ran off to go to the bathroom, I knew this was my chance to have a look. I needed to sign his folder for school anyway, so I took out the folder and looked over the day's report before taking a peek in the pockets. The teeth. The teeth were just sitting there, bumping together when I poked at them. But they didn't really look like human teeth. These looked more like animal teeth, and they were too strange to have come out of my son's mouth. They might have been from a cat or a dog. I suppose maybe a... What are you doing? I zipped the backpack and turned around, looking like I'd been caught doing something I shouldn't. Nothing, just signing your folder. Brandon looked at me with a great deal of distrust, taking the backpack and going to his room without putting his back to me. I told his mother about the teeth when she came home from work, but she brushed it off again. Saying that little kids often collected strange things. My brothers collected animal skeletons they found out in the woods, she said dismissively, and she got ready for bed. Thank goodness it's just the teeth and not a whole skull. I let it go, but it was hard not to see what was going on. Brandon started looking like he wasn't sleeping well. He had huge bags under his eyes, and he was fidgety anytime he was made to sit still. Like at dinner or for homework, he would get short and agitated, muttering to himself in a way I couldn't understand. I listened carefully once when we were doing math homework, and it sounded like he was talking in a different language. He looked up when he saw me noticing, squinting at me with that look of distrust, and it broke my heart to see him like that. Brandon had always been my little buddy, and this sudden change in him was painful to watch. 2 weeks later, I got a call from school. They needed to speak to me about something important. Brandon had been in a fight where he had knocked more than a few of other kids' teeth out. I came down right away, afraid that Brandon was hurt, but when I saw him sitting in the principal's office, he looked none the worse for wear. He had a bruise on his cheek and his hands looked like he beat them against the wall, but he didn't seem injured or in distress at all. Quite the contrary, Brandon looked happier than I had ever seen him. I took a seat next to him in the office, waiting to see what they had thought was so important. We called you in because Brandon has been fighting, but because of other rumors going around about him in class. Rumors? I asked. Yes, sir. The student he fought said Brandon has been making strange deals with other students. I shook my head, not quite understanding. What kind of deals? They say he has been buying people's teeth. I shuddered, thinking about the teeth in the bag that I saw not long ago. I looked down at Brandon, questioning him with my eyes as to whether or not this was true. He looked back at me without hesitation, pretty much letting me know that it was. He's been trading his lunch for them. He's been trading other things for them too, like toys and other small things. He has allegedly traded over 20 students for their teeth across 3 grades. Today, the student in question had taken the trade but refused to give him any teeth. Your son responded by beating the teeth out of his mouth. I looked back at Brandon, asking what he was thinking. He didn't bother to answer, just clenched his fist in his lap and looked at the floor. I think that was when it really hit me how much he had changed. The bags under his eyes were dark and deep, and his fingers were long enough that I couldn't see how anyone didn't notice. Each finger seemed twice as long as it should be, and as he clenched, I could see a 4th knuckle in each of them. The reason we called you in, sir, is to get those teeth back. I turned and looked at the principal. What do you mean? He looked a little green as he wiped his forehead with the napkin. We believe your son has the missing teeth, but he won't tell us where they are and won't give them back to us. We can't seem to find them, and the mother is hopeful that the dentist can put it back if they're too badly damaged. If nothing else, they want them back so they can take them to the dentist and make sure the teeth are baby teeth and not permanent. Brandon hasn't said a word about where he put them, and we are deeply troubled by this behavior. I looked at Brandon and asked him where the teeth were. He shook his head, not saying a word. I asked him again, and when he shook his head this time, I heard something. Something nearly indistinguishable, but altogether unsettling. Something was rattling in his mouth. We can sit here until you decide to give us those teeth, but you're not leaving until we get them back. I don't know what's gotten into you, bud. The idea that we wouldn't be leaving seemed to decide him. He bent slowly over the principal's desk, making eye contact with the older man the whole time as he opened his mouth. 3 teeth fell out as he pushed his tongue out, and none of them appeared to be his. The teeth clattered onto the desk like old dice, and more than one of them had the root hanging from them. As he sat back up, I had a sneaking suspicion he was holding out. The principal, however, seemed more than okay with what he had gotten back. He told us to go, saying that Brandon was suspended for 2 weeks, and I collected up my son as we headed for the door. The principal managed not to vomit before we got out of his office, but it was near thing. We talked the entire way home. While I talked, and Brandon just sat there and said nothing. I told him I didn't know what all of this was about, but that he needed to stop. This wasn't him. This wasn't like him, and he needed to tell me what was going on so that I could help him. I was his dad. I wanted to help him, but I couldn't help him if he didn't talk to me. The whole time, he just sat there and stared at me. Most kids who are being chastised look out the window or look at their feet, but he stared directly at me in brazen defiance. His fingers kept flexing, and I saw him put a hand on his pocket more than once. I wanted to tell him to turn them out, to give me the tooth from the kid that he had kept, but something in me didn't dare. I was loath to admit it, but I was a little bit afraid of my son at the moment. He looked nothing like the boy I had known for almost 7 years. My grandma used to tell stories about babies taken by fairies and the changelings that they left behind. This reminded me of those stories. The kid in front of me was so fundamentally different from the one I knew that it was almost like I was talking to a different person. As we pulled up in the yard, I told him he was grounded. No tablet, no TV, no dessert. Brandon didn't seem to care. He just walked inside and went to his room. His tablet was still on the charger, and his TV remote had been left on the door to his room. I didn't know what he was doing in there, but it clearly wasn't playing. He was way too quiet, and when his mother called to tell me she was working in a double, I almost cried. I didn't want to be there alone with him more than I had to be, and that made me feel even worse. He didn't come out for dinner. When I went to bring him his plate, a little while later, I heard muffled voices as he spoke to someone. I tried to get the teeth, but they caught me. I didn't know who he was talking to. Kind of thought he might be talking to himself. But when a gruff voice responded, I felt my stomach drop. You'll have to do better next time. The voice was unlike anything I had ever heard. It was deep and watery, like something from the bottom of a well. And it spoke in a way that made its mouth sound strangely full. It was devoid of any kind of kindness or charity, the sounds you sometimes hear when people speak to children. It was an authoritarian voice, the teacher, and they were not pleased with my son. I'm grounded. They suspended me from school. I'm not going to be able to get you any teeth for at least 2 weeks. Your father has teeth, it said matter-of-factly. Your mother has teeth too. When he answered, he didn't sound afraid. When we answered, it was with cold assuredness. They won't give them to me. They don't understand what I'm doing. What was he doing? That's what I wanted to know. I gripped the doorknob, hoping they wouldn't hear me, and that was when the voice said something that made my blood run cold. Then do not ask for them. Take them, like you did from the boy today. I opened the door in one fluid motion, and my son looked up guilty as I walked into his room. Who are you talking to? I asked. No one, he said much too quickly. I heard someone, I said. I heard someone in here talking to you, and I wanted to know who it was and where they went. That was a lie. I didn't think I wanted to know who they were. What I wanted was for them to never come back again. The person had sounded like some kind of demonic fairy from a kid's story, and I was afraid of what I would see if he did come back. It's nothing, Brandon said much too quickly again. I was doing voices. I talked to him for a little while longer, but I got nothing. He wouldn't talk to me, he wouldn't tell me anything, and eventually, I just left. I should have left it at that. I should have just left it alone. But I had to try one more time. It was late, about 10:30, which was pretty late for us, and I decided to try a peace offering. I felt pretty certain he was still awake. I had heard something moving around in there, and so I cut some of the pie I had made to go with dinner and walked to his room. I was going to offer him the pie and see if maybe we could talk. I just wanted to know what it was that made him change so much. Most of all, I just wanted my son back. It killed me to have him act like this, but as the door came open, I got more answers than I bargained for. It was standing over his bed, with its arm going under his pillow, and in the darkness of his room, I realized it had to be what he'd been talking to. I fell to the ground, but I had a death grip on the plate, and I realized I had sprained my thumb once I was in any state to feel it. I didn't speak. I could barely breathe, and as the thing turned to look at me, I realized my fairy theory might not be too far off. It was grubby looking, like something that's been living in a ditch. Its features were completely covered in something dark that had the texture of earth, except for the two large lamp-like eyes that protrude from its face like bubble lights. It was tall, something I realized as it looked its full height. It had been crouching before, putting something under my son's pillow, and it had to stoop so as to not bang its head on the ceiling, which is about 9 feet from the floor. From its back, 4 insect-like wings protruded. They weren't large enough to carry it, but they were large enough to be noticeable. Its hands and arms, the fingers multi-jointed, were far from delicate, looking as it wiggled them ceaselessly. I expected it to charge at me. I expected it to attack me, but instead it raised one huge finger to its face and made a hush sound. Shh. You'll wake the babe, it whispered, and its mouth sounded like it was trying to swallow something. Then it smiled, and I saw not a double but a triple row of teeth inside its mouth. There's no order to them. Molars next to canines, next to bicuspid, next to what appears to be fangs and shark teeth. Its mouth is such a mismatch of teeth that it's impossible not to feel a little woozy when you look at it. It pulled its lips down, somehow containing all those lips, and before my eyes, it vanished.
My son was pretty upset when I grabbed him up and carried him out of the house. I put him in the car and we waited till his mother got off work before taking him to a nearby motel. I told her what I had seen as best as I could, and I think she believes there might be something going on now. My son is furious, saying he needs to get back home so that he can do his job, but he won't say what it is. Honestly, I think he's been collecting teeth for whatever that thing was. When I went back to get us some clothes and checked the house, I looked under his pillow and found another one of those strange coins. There's a box under his bed, and inside it's equal parts teeth and coins. There are around 20 of them, and they're sitting next to the teeth of every shape and every size. Most of them are animal teeth, but some of them are definitely human teeth. I've taken the entire box with me, but the phone call I got from my wife before I left the house was what really worried me. She called to tell me that our son has locked himself in the bathroom and she was afraid he was hurting himself. There's a weird squelching sound, followed by him yelling and crying. He had locked himself in the bathroom, but I went and got the manager to unlock it for us. What we found will stay with me for a very long time. We're at the hospital now. My wife is in the ER room with him while I sit in the waiting room and wait for updates. The protocol states only one parent can go in at a time, and my son doesn't want me to go in there. He can't speak very well, but he made that very clear to my wife. I gave him space, not wanting to exacerbate his condition any more than I had to. I've got the box on my lap as I sit out there. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Inside are the 8 teeth he managed to pull out of his own head before we got him restrained. Whatever this creature is, it must get its due, and my son was apparently intent on giving it that due. We'll probably end up having to take him to a mental facility, but I know he isn't crazy. I saw that thing too, and I know it will find him no matter where we take him. So be very careful when you tell your kids about the tooth fairy. What comes to collect their teeth might be something far worse than even you could imagine. Alright, so that's the end of the first story that we have read from the subreddit Stay Awake, and the title was Too Many Teeth. And I must say, I was having the chills the whole time I was reading it like for real. I kept like checking behind me. I kept like looking back and forth, the window outside. I don't know. It was creepy. Yes, it's well written. It's really nice. It's nicely written. The mom brushing it off is always a start of a complete downhill in a horror movie. Exactly. Have you seen Amityville? Bro. Well, that is something. It's well written. It is. Oh, it scared me too. I'm scared, actually. Okay. So, for now, that's where we will stop. We will have another one of these lovely sessions next time. I really enjoyed reading. It's been quite some time since I read stuff again, but I actually enjoyed a lot. And thank you so much for listening, everyone. It's really scary. Oh, Pupu, you were there. You were listening. Yeah, it is scary. So, guys, be careful of the tooth fairy. Be careful of the tooth fairy. That's created approach for tooth fairy. Exactly. I don't know. Maybe there is always an alter ego to everything. You enjoyed it. I'm glad you did. I'm getting the hiccups and the burps now. So, I hope I read many things that kept you entertained. I hope I was able to like entertain you for a bit, and I hope that all my reading was alright and it wasn't too much. I hope it was okay. Okay, I thought I don't think I'm doing a good job, but it's nice to see that you guys enjoyed it anyway. Time to stay awake tonight. Exactly. No one's sleeping, bro. No one's sleeping. Who said we're sleeping? Not us. It was great. Thank you, Oro. You did a great job. I love your narration. Ah, thank you, thank you. I was actually nervous because this is the first time this is the first time I narrated in front of a lot of people, and you know, I'm just not used to it, and I don't know, I thought y'all wouldn't like how I narrate things. It's different. Maybe more of my narrating style was inspired from my favorite horror podcast, creepypasta podcast in YouTube, and he's called Lighthouse Horror. I just love how he narrates things. It's just immaculate for me, to be honest. That mic really helped it a lot too. Yeah, I'm happy with the mic. I'm actually really happy. Wait, I watched that, lol. I love him. I love Lighthouse Horror. I would binge watch his videos all day back then, and he has Spotify recently too, so of course, you know, I would listen to it almost every day as well. But yeah, that's what happened. But I've been fairly busy, so I had almost no time into like listening to him, so it is what it is now. It's what also his channel also inspired me to like do narrations and stuff, and I'm really glad you guys liked it. And again, I'm so sorry if my voice is a little too low than usual, and if it sounds raspy. The cold just hit me. The cold just hit me. I'm starting to get my I'm starting to get runny nose and stuffed nosed. It's starting. I think I might be getting the flu, everybody. Your voice is beautiful. What are you even saying? Oh, I don't know. I'm not confident with my voice. But I was like much more about in real life horrors now, but I used to watch him. Right now, what I would listen to before I found out that Lighthouse Horror had a Spotify now, I would listen to Kwentong Takip Silim on Spotify. It's a Tagalog horror podcast where they feature real life events from their viewers, from their listeners, and they would like send them stories, and they would act it out. It's like a radio drama. It's really good. I love it so much. It's my favorite. It's all good. Hope you get better soon. Thank you, Fufu. I hope I get better soon too. I feel so tired. It does make the stories a bit more scarier, really now. So let's hope that next time we do another episode, I'll be having the cold. I mostly watch a horror about in real life tragedies. Okay. In real life tragedies. I haven't quite ventured there yet. I'm more on like the scary paranormal stuff that recently happened. And of course, maybe next time I stream, it's the dead time stories special. Let's continue where we left off with my very own story, Sunshine Malls, my very own creepypasta. I will reread it again from the top if you guys are interested into hearing it from the beginning, ever since the beginning. So yeah, I'm just really excited to tell you the whole story. I don't know if I will do the whole story or I will like have it in parts as well. But maybe I guess let's do it as a 2-part kind of story because it's kind of long. It's really long, considering how long it took me to write. You should have a weekly schedule for your storytelling, I think. Yeah, I think I should set that up. And okay, I get it. Maybe every Thursdays. Every Thursdays we have the Dead Time Story Night. Yay! Dead Time Story Night. Bedtime story nights every Thursday. Like horror Friday nights, like ghost. Yeah. So I think since today's Thursday, maybe Thursday again. I'm too tired to think of a day, so let's just go with Thursday. Next Thursday would be well, should it be the special? I think yeah, we could go for a special. Okay, let's go for a we keep forgetting the title even though I was the one who thought about it. Dead Time Stories. Dead Time Stories every Thursday night, 9 p.m. GMT plus 8 if you guys are interested. And that would be all. I will also be announcing this on Twitter so that a lot of people would be made aware. And if you're a horror story enthusiast, tell your friends, you know, come on, come by. You should do a horror story submission soon too. Like people would suggest horror stories. Yes, I would actually do that too because I have a lot of like reading segments in mind. One would be I don't know what to call it yet, but I will be giving advice on anything that you like share with me, anything life related, love related. I'll try my best to give you the best advice that I can think of and maybe read some Reddit stories from some subreddits like Am I the Asshole or something like that. A little bit of a much more chiller version than Dead Time Stories, you know? Oh, let's go. You can just send it, alright? I'll be holding I don't know where to place it though. Maybe you can just send it on a DM and I will be reading it next time on stream. Yeah, let's go. So, alright. Thank you so much again for everybody who came by. I'm so happy that this was a success. I scared myself shitless because of myself. I scared myself of myself. Yes, that's what happened. That's basically the entire thing. Well, you can do some submission session. We'll talk more about that because I have no idea what that is. Yeah, finally you got an iconic clip. Fuck you. And you didn't even hear the audio. It was scary, bro. It was scary. Too bad the desktop audio was not on. We kind of hear it. Oh, you heard it maybe from the mic, which is good. All right, I'll take it. Okay, anyone. Oh my god, I really have zero brain cells now because I'm getting really sick. Okay. Alright, so everyone, thank you for coming by, thank you for watching, and of course, thank you for hanging out with me on our very first episode of Dead Time Stories right here on my channel. We will be reading more, we will be talking about more, we will be sharing more with our I will be sharing more of my experiences with you guys as well as time goes by, and if we get more viewers, listeners, we can also talk about their experiences as well. Thanks for the stream. You're entertaining, honestly. Thank you. I have a tendency to be boring after a bit. I hope you all won't think that way about me. Because I can get a little bit of a boring sometimes, especially when I've run out of social battery. Like right now, my eyes are just begging to be closed, but I'm fucking terrified about what I read. So here we are, okay? Here we are. No, it was great. Thank you, Fufu. Thank you so much. It really means so much to me when you guys compliment me like that, even though I'm not used to it. But thank you so much. I'm really happy about it. So yeah, anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again. Thank you so much for coming and listening to the very first episode of Dead Time Stories. And I'll see you guys next time again on another session, or maybe we can go have a chill playing game where I downloaded a new game, Doronko Wanko. We'll be playing as little puppies and then we'll wreak havoc into our human's house. So hope this will be a long series. Actually, it's a staple now. This is one of my goals, actually. This is one of my goals before I started streaming. Maybe I would also like start my own Spotify podcast channel after, maybe if I get enough feedback, maybe I would do that as well, because I don't know, I just love narrating things. One of my dreams was to be a DJ radio DJ because I love radios. Just like, hello everybody, it's 101.5. Wish ko lang. Wish ko lang. Something like that. It's always been a dream of mine, but you know, stuff happens. You don't get what you want sometimes, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, who knows? So yeah, maybe we can do a bit of a, what do you call this? We can do a bit of a voice acting now. We can do voice acting since the mic is all right now, which is good. Hope you reach that dream. I'm fine with just talking to you guys, to be honest. I don't need to reach anything at this right now. I'm just really happy that there are people listening, find me entertaining. So yeah. Kind of corny, but you know, I'm just glad. I'm just happy with what I have right now, with the views, with the people telling me I'm good. And I think that's enough just to keep me company. A little bit of an immersion break. Side note: the reason why I wanted to become a VTuber was because I live alone and I don't have anyone to talk to. So tendency, I would like talk to myself a lot. So if I'm alone, I would start talking to myself, and I thought, hey, why won't I get back to streaming again? Since I've always wanted to do it, and I told myself I would do it once I get a better setup, and that's just where it started. It was like, you know, sayang laway ko pag di ako magsasalita, you know. Sayang laway ko kung walang Tagalog. Sayang yung laway ko pag walang mapagpapatunguhan tong, you know, pagsasalita ko mag-isa. So here I am talking to myself, but with people this time. With you guys. Hey, we're your homies too. We're here for you. And thank you, Ara. Thank you. Thank you to everyone, really. Thank you so much. Any form of support means so much to me. Hey. Alright, so I guess this is where we end the segment for today. Hopefully to see you guys soon. Maybe a stream on Saturday or Sunday. And yeah, see you soon. See you guys on the next one, alright? Alright. Well then, with that said, goodbye everybody. Goodbye. Bye bye.